Hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's gonna be so much fun. So, I am back to streaming, more or less, and I'm trying to get back into this particular habit. That's why we're here today. I'm gonna put my phone on silent because I keep forgetting to do that for some reason. But, alright, cool. So, a lot of things have been happening. Not gonna tell you anything. Such a tease, huh? Okay, I'm super late today, and I have to be somewhere in about half an hour or so. Ah, the lure of comics is powerful, but I am here. Cool. Alright, so let's talk about what's been happening. It's a new year. That's wonderful, isn't it? It's amazing just to see how quickly an entire year has passed by. In fact, last year's January, this is something I've noticed from many years of observation. Generally speaking, Jan seems to be a preview of the entire year for some reason, and we're super conscious of the time passing by in January, which means every single day is really long. Whereas Feb and the consequent months, the subsequent months, just end up passing by really quickly for some reason. And I'm not quite sure. It might, I don't really know. This is just pure observation. I might be wrong. Like, no doubt about it. I might be completely wrong about what I'm saying. But this is what I've observed. This is what I've noticed. January is like a trailer for the year. And the speed with which January passes, relatively speaking. Okay, I don't know the rest of that. I haven't put that together yet. I haven't put that theory together. But yeah, this is the situation. This is what I was talking about. I don't want to give away too much because honestly, that's a lot of content. Things that have been happening. I'm super excited for this year. I know a lot of changes are coming. I know for a fact that lives are gonna change, especially mine, due to all the effort I've been putting in and the rest, right? My point is, 2023 was an interesting year. From a numerological perspective, it's a 7 year, and I don't know much about numerology, but I do know that 2024 is an 8 year. I mean, if you just add up all of the numbers in the year itself, it adds up to 8, right? Now, the situation with an 8 year is that it's connected to Saturn, Shani, as he's called in Sanatan Dharma circles. I like that term, Sanatan Dharma circles. It's an interesting way to put it. Shani is what Saturn is known as in India. Same name, just a little more personality. Now, Saturn is a taskmaster. He's the lord of karma. He's the one who is very strict. He's a disciplinarian. And most people are scared of Saturn, mostly because they're scared of the kind of actions that they've done in the past, the ones that are going to catch up with them. And hence, the situation for 2024, the year 2024, which is a very strong Saturn year. Saturn's in Aquarius, most of all. And for those born in 1994, Saturn's actually going to be transiting, the Janma Shani, that is the point at which Shani was in their chart at the time of their birth. And it's an interesting time for all of these reasons. And I'm super excited to see what this year holds. I'm gonna be married by I'm definitely gonna be married by next year. That's for sure. That's for sure. No doubts. Oh, hello. Welcome. The background music is from YouTube. Hello. Good to see you here. I just saw the whole thingy. Right. Okay. I just saw the text. That's my sister. Hello. The background music, I will send you a link once everything is done. Yeah? It's lo-fi. I listen to a lot of lo-fi. And I love lo-fi because it just gets me in the mood to whatchamacallit. Lo-fi gets me in the mood to communicate. It gets me in the mood to do things. That's why I like lo-fi a lot. The reason I'm using this particular playlist is because, oh god, the reason I'm using this particular playlist is because I can use it and not get, shall we say, persecuted by YouTube for using copyrighted music. Exactly. That's it. Yeah, okay. I'm supposed to have had this in the background. Hi Yuka, welcome to the stream. That's where it's from, by the way, in case you were wondering. Alright, now I'm gonna get back to art. Yes, I always begin with warm-up because that's one of the best ways to draw. I still have a long way to go in art, but I like the progress I've made so far. It's beautiful. I got here started in 2019. Mid to late 2019. Because I completed my entire 100 days of art sometime by January. It took me about 3 months, at the end of which I had severe debilitating wrist pain from, what's it called? What's that thing called? The situation. Drawing induced arthritis. Something like that. It's severe wrist pain. Ended up getting wrist pain in both hands because of the amount. That's when I started playing around with my left hand, by the way. And by which I mean I'm not playing around, but using my hand to write, etc. It was quite the interesting experience, to be honest. I taught myself how to write with my left hand, and at the end of it, I couldn't use both hands for a really long time because I injured them too much due to overstress and working and all that. So I took like a long break from art, and when I finally got back to it, I decided to do this slow transfer. I drew a lot of fundamentals. I was really sketching a lot of circles, squares, etc. I put a lot of time and effort into studying the fundamentals again, and I think that really made a huge difference. I'm actually in the midst of getting back to my fundamental studies. I'm doing the same thing right now because I'm doing fundamentals plus. I'm building on what I already know, And it's an interesting thing to just work on the same things that you know once in a while, because you have an added perspective now. It's amazing. Okay, so that's done. An interesting thing that I found out recently was that all of art is composed of essentially three shapes, and if you could master those, you master all of art, theoretically. Of course, you still need to know a lot more, but you just need three lines to make every single shape in art happen: a straight line, a C, and an S. And incidentally, this is what I studied for 12th standard. That was the syllabus, the state, no, I mean, not state, international syllabus that I studied for 12th standard, ISC 2012. It's quite an experience, I must say so myself. It's raining, by the way, in my little town, my sleepy little town. It's a brilliant rain. It's quite cozy outside. I honestly, I was curled up with a comic for the longest time. I was supposed to draw for a while. I was supposed to draw much earlier, but I couldn't because it was so rainy and I just wanted to read comics. It's a pattern that I'm gonna have to break this year. I'm thinking of taking a long break from reading comics. I don't know. It's gonna be fun when I finally do that, I guess. Oh. Okay, I'm back. I'm still here. I don't like the fact that Clip Studio has this whole use the smartphone version of Clip Studio Paint in companion mode, but you can't use it unless you're both in the same version. What's the point? Like this Gorse thing, man. Why would you do that? That's a shame, puppy, shame move, dude. Shame, puppy, shame, dude. Yeah, my fundamentals have gone to schlubhongs ever since I focused purely on paper drawing. I need to regain all of my skills on the digital art front. It's interesting and it's weird at the same time, but to be fair, paper skills are the most important. So, yeah. Just a lot of boxes. I've gotten used to drawing a lot of boxes these days. Oopsies. I have a lot of work to do with my mic stand. I need to shift my whole recording software, my studio, so to speak. I need to do a lot of work on it. A lot of work has happened. I have a monitor now. You should see my new setup. It's quite nice. I've been using a 16 inch, is it a 16, 15 inch, 16 inch, whatever, laptop screen for, how long has it been now? It's been 7 years, 2016. It's been 8 years since I started using this laptop. I'm not complaining. I've maintained this little fellow really well. I've only recently started abusing him. But my point is that despite all of these years, I never really got an additional monitor. I was using the laptop monitor, and then I finally got an additional monitor. It wasn't a crazy monitor, it was just something that was lying around. It wasn't even 1080p. Oh, but it changed my life, man. It was amazing. And then I finally bit the bullet and I got myself a nice big monitor. It's a 24 inch. It's a gaming monitor, but I'm not using the computer for gaming anymore, which is ironic. It's sad, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun, I'll tell you that much. I think today is just gonna be fundamentals and figuring out what exactly to do. I might have to find a few references for my artwork because I have none for the kind of designs that I want to do and stuff. Those are still things that I have to work on. But by and large, if you look at the artwork, says, I think I'm pretty happy with the direction that this is taken. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have to do a decent amount of work on this as is. Asura Shirsha Deva. I forgot what tail means, huh? But at least I've done that much. You know what I'm saying? Such a learning experience, man. It's been beautiful. This is just solidifying the entire thing, over-exaggerating all of the curves of the head to the Azaro curve, Asaro head, sorry. And then if we add in the rest of the details, yeah, a lot of work, man. I suppose I use a combination of the Azaro head and Loomis. It really works. Like, this is... Yes. It's quite literally a combination of the Azaro head as well as the Loomis head method. I like how my drawing has just evolved over the years. It's interesting. Let's review the process. Where are the backups? Is this all I've got? Oh wait. Okay, this was the initial sketch. And this is the refined version of the sketch. What was here? This was the original sketch that I drew on paper for the artwork. Keep this in mind all the time, huh? So we've kept all of the 4 cardinal points. That is over here, 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 and here. Oh, we gotta extend that. Asurani Deva. I don't know, I'm just putting on words randomly. Let's save this and let's take it further. I think more or less this is kind of the vibe I'm going for. Let's just start settling with the sketches. The other thing I wanted to settle on was the artwork, at least. Art style, so to speak. Oh no. Yes, yawning a lot. I wonder why. I think next time before I do anything else, I've got to get some references in here for Krishna's hair. I'm gonna, like, yeah, that's what I need. I need references for this. I need references for the hands. I need references for the snake head. That was not necessary. That was stupid on my part. Yeah, there is a decent bit of work to do on this itself. Make it a small stroke. Brilliant. Sketch needs a layer, one more layer of adjustment. I need to get the hands straight. I need to sketch the hands perfectly, and then I'd be content moving on with this. I wonder how many line art sessions this is gonna take, dude. I need to be faster, I need to work more. Need line art for this, straight up. Essentially, if we had to describe what I'm doing here, I'm just refining the sketch. There's a lot of lines in the previous sketch that I had made. I'm basically refining that process. There's too much happening here. So a process is to reduce the kind of chaos on paper, on the screen, all the blue, that I need a lot of work to do, bro. Gotta come back to this post stream maybe and just make a list of all the things, all the references I need. How much detail am I gonna render the snake? So many questions to be done. So many questions. Today was a rather slow day. We didn't get much done in the way of artwork. If you think about it, maybe tomorrow I'll draw for like the entire day. I don't know. Maybe. That would be an interesting idea. That would be an interesting stream as well. The idea is that over here it's so overwhelmed by the deities, Bhagavan Dhanvantari's presence, that all of the sketches just fly away or something like that, you know? His muscles would be here. His muscles would be here. This is the forearm. Yeah, let's have him hold it with a mudra. If that's the case, his arms might go out. You know what? I'm just gonna do a bunch of references. That's the whole thing about tomorrow. I'm gonna get some references for the hand, for everything else. Then I'm gonna do the minor corrections, and then I've got to add all of these details in the corner. People pulling the whole situation. Okay, I think I'm done for the day. I know it was a very short stream and I didn't get much done, but yes, let us stop here. It's 40 minutes. Short stream. Right, cool. I will see you again tomorrow. Hopefully I draw a lot more tomorrow. Until then, goodbye. Bye-bye.